A good Erev Shabbos, everyone. God willing, this coming Motzei Shabbos, we're going to start Slichos even in the Ashkenazic communities. Indeed, the Gemara says that one of the things that God told us regarding Slichot is, and I quote, "Nita'tef הקדוש ברוך הוא כשליח ציבור." God put on a talis like a chazan and said the 13 attributes of mercy, and that's what we do in Slichos. The chazan puts on a talis like a shliach tzibor. He actually is the shliach tzibor. And of course, we repeat the 13 attributes of mercy. However, putting on a talis at night is not so simple. There's a machloket Rambam and Rosh. According to one point of view, as long as you wear a daytime clothing, you're obligated in tzitzis even at night. So therefore, if you put on a four-cornered garment at night, but it's not your pajamas, but a daytime clothing like a talis, you would be obligated in tzitzis, and from our perspective, make a bracha on it. However, according to the other daya, once night hits, you're not obligated in tzitzis, and therefore you would not make a bracha on a talis that you put on at night. Because of this suffix, comes along the Taz in Siman Tov Kuf Pei Aleph Seif Katan Bet, and says that you should not take your own talis. That would be subject to this controversy. You should also not take the talis of the shul, because you're partially an owner in that talis, but rather take a talis from someone else. A talit she'ula, a borrowed talis, says the Taz, is for sure not obligated in a bracha, and therefore you can put it on. You can put it on without a bracha, and it's 100% the right thing to do, because a borrowed talis, according to all, says the Taz, is not obligated in a bracha. And that's what should be done if indeed you can. Take a talis from someone else, not the shul talis, not your own, and put it on. I believe this is fascinating, because right before the Slichot, we're making a statement. The chazan can't let out the word ashrei without the help of the congregation. He can't begin Slichot, namely he can't put on a talis unless someone allows him to use theirs. Indeed, in order to say the 13 attributes of mercy, you need a minyan. You need 9 others in order for you to fulfill your obligation of the custom of slichos. And I think that's beautiful, that in order for us to ask repentance from God, we need the help of one another. And the best way to do that is to take a talis from someone else. Right at the beginning of slichos, we say, I can't do it without you. You can't do it without me, and we're in it together. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom, and may God hear all our davenings in the next few days.